Howdy guys, Cub here. Welcome back to Hermitcraft. Last time we worked a little bit on the Cub Hub, and today we're going to be working on some farms here on the Mushroom Island. So I think what we're going to do, we already have, carrot and potato farms, we got sugarcane farm, we got a wheat farm, we got a melon and pumpkin farm, all fully automatic. Today we're going to make, I think one of the first, well, technically we have the mushroom block farm over there, but this will be one of our first manual farms. We're going to make a Netherwart farm today. So I know there are AFK designs that exist, but I don't really care for AFKing. And yeah, I don't think we really need to have an AFK Netherwart farm. I think this manual farm will give us more than enough. So the design I'm going to go for is going to be similar to what I made last season on Hermitcraft. And I'd like it to be like a, sort of like a stair-step thing, like a zigzag pattern, all the way down. So yeah, let me go and get, I think I have a shulker box full of soul sand, which we're going to use for this. So it's right, let's see, soul sand, yeah, there it is right there, soul sand, sweet, so we got that. We'll also need probably our redstone box, so we'll need a little bit of redstone, and I think that's going to be it for right now, for the most part, yeah. So, what I'm thinking is this, I want like a very thin, let me get over here and place down some blocks. I want a very thin farm, similar to like this sugarcane tower over here, basically. But I'd like it to have some type of like design aesthetic to it. So yeah, I'm thinking like right here would be a good spot. Or maybe closer to our base? I don't know. Yeah, let me find a good spot here. I'll be right back. So as far as the location of our farm, I think we're going to place it right over here. So just over the hill from our base entrance. And I'm thinking we make this thing similar to like a snake zigzag pattern. So let me sort of describe or show you what I'm thinking of here. So I'm thinking of something like this. So you see how it kind of like that. So you see how it's sort of like is like a little bit of a zigzag here. It goes up and then over and then up and then over and then it'll go up and over and keep continuing that pattern all the way up. So that's sort of what I'm thinking like for the shape of this thing. And how like the water flows and everything. So going to be kind of similar to what we built last season on Hermitcraft. Because I think that's the simplest design and also is really easy to replant and really fast to collect. So yeah, I'm thinking we'll have like a 7x4 area here. So let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the water will flow down here and then over this way. And I think we'll be standing over here, roughly. So that way we can, access all of the areas right here really easily and replant really quickly. So I think that's what we're going to go for, something like that. And of course we'll have, this will continue down here so we can constantly replant everything like this. So I think that's a good plan in terms of the collection and everything. So we'll either have the collection on this side over here or on the opposite side. And we'll plant this way, north-south. I think it might be interesting to be able to see the netherwort in the farm, though. Like if I was over here, if I could see like all the netherwort in the farm. Like each layer as it goes up. That could be kind of cool, especially when we're flying around in this area. We could see everything. So that way we know it's when it's ready to harvest. So I might move this to the opposite side. So we might have this like right here instead. Just like that. And so we'd plant from this side. And then this side we'd have like glass at like this point right here. So we could look into the farm and see the netherwort. That could be kind of cool. And we'd also be able to see the water coming through and collecting it all. Yeah, that might be awesome. That might be awesome. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what I do with the building, but I think that's the plan for the farm itself. So let me go ahead and build it, and let's start that right now. Alright guys, so here's sort of a preliminary design on our Netherwart farm. You can see we went with the red concrete, we got the stone slabs, and we also have some light gray stained glass right here. Although there's already a lot of red on the island, and gray is kind of a boring color. Yeah, I think I'm going to switch this up actually. I might go with maybe some dark oak or something for the slabs. Maybe some jungle wood slab. We'll see. I'm definitely not gonna use red and gray though. I've decided. So the colors will be changing here. And right now the plan is to have sort of a collection area right down here. So this is where everything will collect via a water stream. So the water will come down somewhat similar to this, and it'll push everything to the end here where we can collect it. And then we'll have a button maybe like down here that we can press, and that will send up a signal to the top to tell the water stream to either turn on or turn off. So I think that's a good idea. I think that's a good plan, and of course we'll just plant everything, you know, just by moving like this, and then back here, and then back this way, etc. Although, now that I think about it, it would be nice if we had the collection area with like a button behind it. So maybe we switch the collection area over to here, and then have the button in the corner. Like back here. Yeah, that might be better. Yeah, I think that's going to be way better, actually. So, yeah, I think I'll do that. So I'll just switch up where the collection area is for this thing. So we'll just move this down to here. Like that. And so we'll have to switch up the front design as well. But that's sort of the basic idea of how the farm is going to work. So, yeah, I'll switch up the colors now. And, yeah, continue to build this thing up. So, guys, we've now went ahead and switched up pretty much the entirety of the farm, including the colors and the design of the farm itself. So we're going to go with the magenta concrete instead of the red concrete. We got black stained glass replacing the light gray. We also have dark oak wood slabs, which are much more, I guess, eye-catching than the stone slabs, the regular stone slabs. And we have the dark oak wood logs, which are going to be like the support structures for this farm. So that's the design scheme we're going to go for. The magenta and the dark oak. And if we come on inside here, the entrance is still on the same side, but inside is a lot different. So I've decided to go ahead and put dispensers, 4 dispensers on every level. So one dispenser will take out the entire row of 8 netherwart here. So I was going to have like a snake pattern where the water would, you know, go from one level to the next level to the next level. But this way will be much faster to collect the items. So instead of having to wait for the netherwart to snake through the entire farm, this way it will just simply push all the netherwart straight off the edge here, and all the netherwart from every level will come off almost simultaneously onto these 4 blocks right here. And so the way that happens is just by hitting this button. So we should see, yep, the water up there is dispensed, water up there is dispensed. And so that will remain dispensed. All the netherwart will travel over here. Some of it might hit this wall, but all of it will eventually end up right here. Then all we have to do is hit the button again. And there we go. Water goes away on top and on the bottom. So, yeah, that is great. We have, now the ability to collect all the stuff here and turn the farm on and off right here. The collection on and off right here. So we'll have our ladder going up here, and then we have a quick drop. Like let's say we're going along here, we're replanting. We go up to the next level via the ladder, etc. Once we get to the very top, we can just drop right on down here, and then just come on out down the bottom once again. So that is that. The redstone that makes this up is very, very simple. There's just simply a line going from the button to this torch tower right here, and so this torch tower just simply alternates so that, you know, it makes sure that all 4 dispensers are powered at the same time on every level. So yeah, pretty straightforward stuff, but I think it should be highly efficient. So now all we have to do is just stack this design straight up here, and we should be good to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so we now have our Netherwart Farm complete. Here is what the building looks like. And it looks kind of like the Bell South building in Nashville, Tennessee. That's what it sort of ended up like. So yeah, got sort of like the curved roof going on up here. And it sort of comes to like 4 different points on the sides, which I think look pretty cool. I also made a different pattern on the short side. This side here, so it's like a chain pattern going up and down here, which I think also looks really neat. Then on the back side, we go back to the same pattern we had on the front, right there. and it has, you know, windows you can look in and everything. So that's neat. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and land on this farm here, this villager farm. Don't fall off the side. There we go. Yeah. So then here's the other short side right here with the design pattern there. So yeah, kind of an interesting pattern with the curved roof, but I think it turned out pretty well. And I really like the colors. I think they complement one another very well, and you can see all the netherwort in there growing. If I get up close here, you can see there it is right there. Yeah, I think it's really cool. You can see everything inside. I really like it. I really like it. So, let me go ahead and show you guys the inside here. So, yeah, this is the front entrance. Just walk right in here. Obviously, you got all your netherwort in here. You got a crafting table. I put a crafting table on every single level. We got glowstone for lighting, even though it is Mushroom Island, so nothing can spawn in here anyway. So I didn't really have to do this, but it looks better with the magenta concrete if it's lit up. And then, yeah, basically every level is pretty much exactly the same. So this is what it's looking like here. And I think there's 14 levels, each of which can, you can put half a stack of netherwort on each level. So that's 7 stacks of netherwort. So pretty reasonable size, I think. Nothing too big, really. Kind of small, actually, but yeah, that's how many levels we have. 14, and then you can all fly down all 14 levels in pretty much just like a second or two just by doing that. And now I think this thing is ready to harvest. So I'm going to show you guys how easy it is to harvest. So it's really fun, like looking up. Let me eat something here real quick. Like looking up, and I don't have any netherwort in my inventory now. We're just going to see how much we get from this. Hopefully quite a bit. I think we should get at least 7 stacks plus a bunch more. Maybe we'll fill up our inventory. Let's just hit the button and see. So once we hit the button, water's dispensed. Here comes the netherwort. And it just rains down from above. Look at that. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. So you can run and catch them. Run side to side and catch them. Side to side and catch them. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. The whole farm is now harvested. So super fast collection. And look at that. Look at that. Almost a perfect amount for the inventory space I had. And then replanting. You need 7. These are all my netherwort. Yeah, we need 7 stacks. So I got, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'll take up exactly this much netherwort. So then I just pop it into my hand all the way down the line, down this line, forgot that one, and then down this close line right here. Very good. Up to the next level, and then we just do the same thing. So very, very fast, very, very easy to plant and to harvest. So that is the Netherwart Farm. And yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and finish replanting this, and then we're going to move on to something else. So our Netherwart Farm is now replanted. You can see some netherwort growing right in there. And yeah, now what we're going to do is we are going to head on out to the community area, and we are going to go ahead and set up a shop, or at least take a look at our plots and determine where we're going to set up our shop. So let's go ahead and head to the community area now, and I'll be right back once we get there. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the community dig area, which is now open. And yeah, people have selected some plots, and there are some shops going up here. I think Asuma's storage shop is right there, I believe. And our shop is going to be going right over here. Just dip on up. There we go. Perfect. So yeah, this is our shop right here with the nether rack. And so we have this whole front facade here. And the shop we're going to be building here is going to be called Splash of Color. And so I figured since Minecraft 1.12 is the World of Color update, people are going to need, or going to want rather, and also need colorful builds. So this is going to be a building service where, you know, if the hermits want something that is colorful, or if they want to have color added to something they've already built, this shop that we put here will be able to fill that need. So we can either like do a collab, or I can do it individually for them, like a contract type thing. But yeah, that is the service I'm going to be providing. I'm going to be providing a splash of color to the other hermits if they so desire. So, couple challenges with that idea. Number one, this area has mostly browns, grays, and a little bit of green. So not a whole color variety as I want the shop to be. So the outside of the shop is going to be kind of challenging. I might play off the splash of color. So maybe have like water splashing down and like pools of color under that. That could work. Something like that could work. Or maybe I just do like a basic storefront with like a giant sign. So we could have like splash of and then color right here. And then you walk through the O's or something like that. That could be kind of cool too. Alright guys, so I've had a new idea for the shop, and so I thought about what would represent color well, and I thought maybe an artist's palette would look pretty good. And so that's what I've made right here. We got ourselves an artist's palette, so this would be like where you put your hand, thumb would go in this hole, and then we have some various colors around here. I went with the terracotta colors here because this is these colors are a little bit more subdued, and yeah, we don't want too many colors that don't go with the the brown and the green of this. So yeah, the subdued colors I think work pretty well, and also we have the brown terracotta, which is actually in this build a lot, so that actually helps it fit in. You can see right down there, brown terracotta, so that helps it fit in with the overall build aesthetic, basically. So yeah, I like it like this. I would like to do more with this ground here. I think this could be greatly improved from what it's at currently. I'd also like to implement the sign here. So I'm thinking of putting like banners that say splash of color. That would be brown with like different colors for all the letters. So it gets across, it's like a color-based shop. And I think I'm also going to put, like a stream coming out of the hill here, which I think would work well with Scar's waterfall he built here, and our waterfall, which we built over there, that one right there. So yeah, this whole place is filled with waterfalls everywhere, so I think it wouldn't hurt to have one more. So I'll put like a small one here, leading into like a pond that I think is going to have some bright colors under it, with maybe some lighting in it. And then same thing over here. We'll have, I think, right here, a little bit of a waterfall coming out. It'll cascade over these 3 blocks here into like another little pond right here, which I think will work well. And I'm also going to build up this terrain here and sort of connect it to the wall over here, so that it separates this plot 3 from our plot over here. So that is the plan right now, and yeah, I'm going to go get some more blocks and make that happen. So guys, there we have it. There is our splash of color shop facade right there. So not only do we now have the artist palette, but we also have the title of the shop, Splash of Color, in colors on the artist palette. So that's pretty neat. I also added some black concrete in here to the finger hole. So that's how you hold it right there. You put your finger through there and you hold the palette that way. We also did a lot of terraforming around here. You can see we added the stream right here. We added a stream over here. Built up quite a bit of like land and leaves and foliage and stuff around here. And of course added some splashes of color. Some splashes of color in various spots. So for instance, like take a look at this area right here. And watch what happens when I take out the flower. When I take out the flower, the whole area here actually looks significantly worse. That's what I'm talking about when I say splash of color. Like you just need little details like this that greatly help improve the whole area. Like this area looks much better just because of that one single flower, amazingly enough. We added some more flowers over here, rose bush, orchid, and of course we terraformed this whole bit here. So now this plot is sort of separated from our plot a little bit. So we built this whole area up here, and we added some fences, a pathway, a lot of little small details around here, including a literal splash of color behind the waterfall. So we have red concrete behind this waterfall, because it's in sort of direct light. And then we wanted this one to be a little bit brighter, so I actually put magenta concrete under here, because it's not as much in direct lighting. So, yeah, just a little bit of some splashes of color in here definitely help out. And I think it looks pretty good, and I think it also fits the area. So if I get out here, and we turn around, yeah, you can just see the palette, and then all of a sudden, boom, splash of color comes in. It's like, whoa, that is a splash of color. Let me go in that shop and see what's up. So that's sort of the idea with this shop. So guys, that is the front facade for the Splash of Color shop, or Splash of Color service more accurately, because all the shops this season have to be services. That's sort of a rule we're going for. And yeah, I also am pretty happy with how this terraforming turned out. Adds a little bit of character and a little bit of flavor to what was an otherwise flat area. You see we got like a little moss on here too. That's nice. That's nice. So yeah, I think next time we will work on the interior of the shop and also work some more on the Cub Hub, because I want to get going on that and try to work toward finishing that up. So guys, until then, I will see you next time. As always, guys, please hit the like button if you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe. That's going to be it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Cub. Goodbye.